And then John Favreau, he claims that he's actually a huge supporter of Medicare for All,
right.
But yet back this group, which doesn't have anything about Medicare for All or single payer. But there's no logical explanation for this group coming up other than to protect the corporate wing of the party from an insurgent or populist effort in the primaries coming up to
take the wind out of the sails of single payer.
Take the wind out of sails of single payer, which is now, of course, supported by everyone from Kamala Harris to Senator Sanders to
let me just
Krista Gillibrand. What does he think that this organization exists for? I mean,
I don't know.
There's no other logical. I mean, I know he's sort of playing dumb here. Yeah, they're not idiots. They're not like Peter Dow, where they are in some bunker somewhere with looking at pictures of mother. They're somewhat hip, and they have a little bit of credibility with even some people who are quote unquote leftist. But I think that there's something deeply cynical here. The reason why we know that is because of what it doesn't say. I want to read real quick. They're quote-unquote 3 simple principles. And I want to start by reading the tweet that tweeted out the image of the 3 simple principles. It said, "We are committed to solutions that make progress toward 3 simple principles." So hear me out. This is the most liberal thing I've ever heard in my life. They are committed to solutions that make progress towards. So here we have 3 layers of commitment. They're committed to something that's going to do something, that's going to do something else, that's going to move towards something, by the way. Not achieve it, not accomplish it. And the United States of Care stands for 3 simple principles. Number 1, every American should have affordable, regular source of health care for themselves and their families. So here we have a very popular qualifier, affordable, which really gives the game away. Why not just say every American should have regular source of health care? Or for that matter, why not say every American should have health care? Why add affordable, regular source? These qualifiers are huge red flags for the fact that they don't actually think health care ought to be a right. 2, all Americans should be protected from financial devastation due to illness or injury. If you're earnest about number 1, 2 is implied. So that's at best redundant, and at worst is sort of creating some kind of like moral limit, saying this is the sort of bare minimum thing we'll do. But again, number 2 is implied at number 1. If everyone has affordable healthcare, then by definition they won't have financial devastation. So number 3 is really just top bullshit. Number 3, policies to achieve these aims must be economically responsible and win political support needed to ensure long-term stability. So this is a huge, huge signal to the myth of deficit concerns. So we have 2 things here. That economic responsibility is code for cannot be too large, too robust, and take care of too many people. And it's interesting that the first 2 statements are normative claims. Every American should, all Americans should. The third one is a conditional declarative. So it's policies to achieve these must be economically. So 2 are sort of lofty ideals. 1 is a necessary axiom of the position itself, which reveals, I think, the sort of underlying politics of this, which are no labels, corporate centrist, neoliberal Obama-era framing, where we act like we have these scarce resources that somehow we have to find the money, as opposed to the Bernie Sanders framing, which is, fuck you, this is a moral decision, we're going to pay for this.